Everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So before I head up to the academy, teach some classes, I want to share with you a little something that that I've been thinking about. And I feel like it's really, really important. I need to get this out there before I head up to class. So I just got done walking my dogs. It takes about an hour or so to do. I got 4 of them. And I wrote, I got to take, each one's about a mile or so. So anyways, been listening to a couple different things, all right? So someone shared something with me from like a social media influencer, YouTuber kind of person, right? And they're like, check this out, So like all things, I want to hear what it's about, especially if you recommend it. And what I got from one thing, what I got from it was more of just a rant, a complaining, seemed kind of spoiled, I guess. Things aren't going their way. Things aren't like they would like them to be. And it just seemed like a good 45 minutes or so, or however long it was, of complaining. Okay, so I didn't get much out of it. I got out of it just a bunch of, people problems that we all have. There was nothing special. It was just things really aren't going the way they would like them to be. But in the videos or the pictures that I've seen of this person, they live in a very nice apartment, got a lot of followers. They just, on the outside looking in, it looks like they're doing pretty well for themselves. They're not hurting, you know what I mean? They're not struggling. It doesn't look like they're living in a rough area and they're barely scraping by and they don't have food to eat. They look like they're doing pretty well for themselves. So I didn't get much out of that, okay? So, that's that. Then I listened to something else that someone shared, and this individual was talking about how he worked his entire life to become a police officer. He's from Nashville, grew up in Nashville, born and raised, and he really, really wanted to be a police officer somewhere in the city where he grew up at. He loves the city, he said, and he just really was all in on trying to be law enforcement for the city. And so he gets to that point where he's, I guess, going through the academy or going through the process of becoming a police officer. And the whoever was in charge, or whoever, what you call that, basically told him he just wasn't a good fit for or what they were looking for. He didn't really ask why. He didn't really understand. His heart was broken, okay? Like a true heartbreak, not over a relationship of something that, like a guy or a girl, but like something you've worked so many years for, went to school for, and couldn't wait to get an opportunity to get that chance to become a law enforcement, to just be told, you got to go. And so he said at first it hurt really bad, kind of busted him up inside. But he goes, I wasn't going to just go to alcohol and drugs and just go sit on the couch and just throw my life away. He goes, I just figured, okay, well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let me go find something else to do. And so that something else he found to do was real estate. But before he got into real estate, he was doing like odds and ends kind of jobs. He was like a moving company. He's working for a moving company, handyman kind of work, kind of fixing things, until he came across an opportunity to become, a person that like flip houses and stuff like that. So he's doing really, really well for himself. So what I got out of that versus what I got out of the other one was a solution to a problem. Okay. He expressed and told a story of what he went through, and it sucks. But then he also told what he did as a result of that, and then made something really, really good happen for himself and his family, because he's doing really well for himself. Versus the other YouTube, social media influence person, there was no solution. It was, I'm hurting inside. I really want a relationship. I can't find one. They were from California. They missed the beaches. They live in this area now. Texas, Dallas really isn't the same. They like it, but it just was I didn't get anything out of it. And a lot of people follow this person. And when you scroll through their Instagram page and stuff like that, I really don't see a lot of anything but like pictures and poses of stuff versus solutions to problems. Okay. So be careful who you listen to. Okay. Be careful who you follow, what pages you like, because sometimes people, again, will make their life look so awesome, and inside it's really not. And when things do get hard, they don't have a solution for you. They're not saying, hey, look, this is what happened to me, and this is what I did as a result, and this is where I'm at now, and I'm doing good because of it. And I fought through this problem, and this is how I handled it, and I worked and I maneuvered around this heartache, or this thing that life gave me, or this thing that people did for me, or whatever. There's no solution. It was just a rant of whatever. So I feel like I wasted a good, portion of my life last night listening to this stuff, versus this morning as I'm walking my dogs, I'm getting educated on an individual that tried really hard for something and couldn't wait for this opportunity, only to be told no. And he took that no and took it in a different direction, and actually used that as fuel to find something else really good to do. Like that no that he got was a blessing, because it took him in this other direction. Maybe if he got the yes, maybe he would have got the police officer job he really wanted, but maybe he really wouldn't be as happy as he thought he would be. This no that he was given took him in this other direction, and now he's helping people. Like I said, he's got financial freedom. He really doesn't work. He does stuff with real estate. And so I got more value out of that, because, okay, here's a problem. Here's a heartache. Here's a horrible story. You go to college, and I want to say, yeah, he finished college instead of 4 years. He did it in 3. And he was really, really I just wanted to finish college because I really wanted to just hurry up and get to the academy, and I wanted to be a cop. Only to be told, you can't be a cop. And he didn't understand why, And so, anyways, he's like, again, instead of going to self-medication like drugs and alcohol, he just got to work doing something else. And so I got something from that. Like, I can learn something from that, from a story like that, versus just listening to someone that has a lot of things and they want other things and it's not really going their way, and they just complain and whine about it, and didn't really offer any solutions or tips on how to handle the situation that they're going through besides crying. Because they made a comment like, well, at least in California, I would go to the beach and cry. Where instead here in Dallas, there is no beach, so I just go to my room and cry. Where's the value in that? I don't see any value in that. Like, we're all going to cry at some point. We got something. But what are we doing after the crying? Like, when the crying stops, what happens next? Nothing happened next. There was no solution given to what happens next. I listened to some of these things that I listen to, or I don't know, I listen to so many hours of stuff every day. And one of the guys was talking about, like, well, what do you do after a loss? He goes, I give myself 5 minutes to get over it. And then it's on to the next one. 5 minutes. Like, cry it out, go somewhere, let it all out. Scream if you got to. and then it's on to the next thing, right? Like we don't have a lot of time. Like my story yesterday was the other thing I was listening to was you're going to be dead a very long time. So we don't have a lot of time on this earth to just sit around and mope, cry, whine, complain, woe is me, self-pity, because life's too short for that. We don't have time for that. What we have time for is like get on with the next thing and find a solution to the problem that you have and get to winning, okay? So anyways, it's kind of a rant for me too, because I was offered this thing to listen to and I didn't get any value out of it. I listened to this other thing, got a lot of value out of it, and there's a difference, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it's very important on who you listen to or what you're listening to or who you're taking advice from, because if they're not offering solutions to the problem of what they're going through or what you're going through, and it's just everyone's just crying, there is absolutely no value in that. So be careful of that because it's just a big pity party. All right, guys. Hope that helps. Be self-aware of what you're thinking, who you're listening to, what you say about yourself. Again, I've been talking about it lately with a lot of my students. Self-image, self-imprinting, positive things are super important. And take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. You, a lot of the times, are your own worst enemy, and you need to battle yourself first before you can go on and battle other things, all right? Have a great day. Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.